Thank you so much for joining. We are just going to talk. How was your day? Hope you had a good day. Happy new month. Welcome to February. May it be a good month for all of us. How you do, Mary? Okay. Now we want to talk about the tension in the family as drama erupted at Omije burial site. I'm sure we've been following the story. It's been about 4 or 5 days now, and honestly, it was just intentional to just watch things for a few days before we analyze it on our platform, which we are going to do now. First, may the soul of the departed find peace. Amen. We heard about this woman's sickness last year when we saw a video of her being in a church and having issues with her leg, you know, and the pastor praying for her and she was in tears and everything. People are like, oh, so this is what has been going on with this woman. That's why she's not been seen in public and all of that. So ogun ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ni obìnrin yẹn ti ń gbé káàkiri kó tó di pé we now saw her in that church where she was being prayed for and everything. Unfortunately, she passed away. I think it's just about 2 weeks ago. She passed away. And she's 46 years old and the single mother of two children. Two beautiful, well spoken, well comported, and composed children, a girl and a boy. I think they are even almost young adults or teenagers. There was drama before our burial where we had Alayo Melody, one also is a gospel singer as well, who was trying to take charge of the situation. But I think things did not go well between him and the family. So he decided to step out from the burial plans. But the burial still went ahead. So I'm specifically zooming in on what happened at the wake keep and the burial. Now, at the wake keep, the girl child, I think she's the Jomiloju, the boy is William's King. So Jomiloju talked about the fact that, oh, she misses her mom. Her mom is a good woman. Her mom made sure that they were provided for, even if her mom had to work hard, extra hard to make money for them. She was willing, she was a loving mom, eulogizing her mom and showing apparently in her speech pé deadbeat ni bàbá òun. She also mentioned that her mom always makes her feel special. You could see the love and people orí àwọn èèyàn owó ńgbà tọmọ yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ pé ọmọ ló dúró dáadáa yìí lára ẹ̀ fresh yìí ló look well taken care of yìí lóyìnbó ẹnu ẹ̀ dùn mọ́rán ìmọ́rán yín. And she also mentioned that she went to a very good school, an expensive school, because that is the standard our mom has always wanted for them. Prior to her death, a lot of us didn't know that she was married or she had children. She kept that part of her, or maybe we didn't follow her enough. She kept that part of us away from the public view. But, maybe, of course, people will know that she was a single mother of two children. Now to the heat of the chase, which was at the burial site. I must say that, it was a good arrangement, and everything. But nothing can be good in the face of those two children that day that their mother was to be lowered down into the grave. Even if you are in your 50s or 60s or 70s and your mother passes away, you know how the thing go dey do you as if say you won't run mad. No matter how old the mother is, a lot of us pray that our mother should even get to 100 years and above. Pé kán dàgbàdàgbà to the point pé mind ká máa sá wọn sóòrùn, kán máa gba vitamin D, ká tún máa gbé wọn wọlé. But for them to just be alive, enjoy our money, enjoy our love, our care and attention. So when a mother passes on, it is especially a mother that can be said to be an abiyamo, that took care of her children, those two children that we saw that day, àwọn ọmọ tó ṣe é rí tó ṣe é fi yan ọ̀gàn bẹ́yẹn, akọ iṣẹ́ ló ṣe o. All of a sudden, we saw discussion from the video of, your father loves you, your father loves you, your father wants to talk to you, your father. And I was like, tell me this is a bad skit going on. Because I don't understand how teenagers were at their mother's burial site, a mother who has been sick for more than a year. And someone who claims to be a father's family member decided to bring a phone to their front to say, your father wants to talk to you. And we could hear him saying, yes, I always came to check you. There was a time I came to that your school. And your mother called police to chase me away. And I'm thinking to say, are all the adults in that place, are they okay in the head? As in, are they okay in the head? At the burial site of their mother, you're bringing a phone to their face to talk to their father. And their father was telling them that I always ask after you. I am a responsible father. There was a time I came to see you in school. Your mother said police should carry us away or arrest us. Right at the graveside. In fact, that is the worst incident at the graveside I've ever heard about in my lifetime. The girl child, Jomiloju, was very quiet. She was even listening to him on the phone, but you can see she was pissed off. She didn't even, and she didn't collect the phone. Somebody else held it and she was looking at him and just nodding her head. But the boy child was pissed. And when that boy started shouting, I felt the pain in his voice. Tó bá jẹ́ pé òkú máa ń gbọ́ ohùn ọmọ lóòótọ́. Tó bá jẹ́ pé òkú, Ọlọ́run fẹ́ fún òkú ní one more chance pé kó tẹ̀lé 5 minutes láyé. The best thing for that son at that time was to have his mother hug him. Gbogbo abiyamọ ayé ká tó lọ àsìn àwọn ọmọ wa jìnnà láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Àní sìn wọ́n déwájú ká padà. Àní sìn wọ́n dáàrin ká padà. À sìn wọ́n tó náà máa fi dángájíá. Tá máa fi rán ọmọ wọn. Tọ́lọ́run bá tún fún wa ní grace tá máa tún fi rán ọmọ wọn. Láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. I'm not saying that, of course, it was obvious that she was a single mother, the man was not available or was not present in their lives. But for crying out loud, that's Baba's family that was shouting, your father loves you, your father loves you. Madam, ṣé dáadáa o. Ṣé dáadáa. I don't care whatever has happened between BunminAkinnaanu's and her estranged husband. You had no right to put the phone to those children's faces right at that spot. Hey, okay, now that even when the father was now talking to the children and he was saying, I tried to come to your school, your mother used, the last thing those children want to hear is anything wrong in quotes that mother has ever done in her lifetime. Even if he's one's enemy, ọ̀tá lọ́nsìn lọ́wọ́. Èèyàn máa fún respect àkókò yẹn. You will not say whatever bad thing that person has done. You respect that moment. It's a sacred moment. Tẹ́ bá wá kúrò ńbẹ̀ tán, tẹ́ dé destination yín, ẹ lè má bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo àbàṣà disco. But not at that graveside. Mr. Adeoye, àbí kí ló ń pè yín? Àti sister yín yẹn. Rò dáadáa o. I know a lot of things happen between ọkọ àti ìyàwó. And you and the late wife have had your own fair share. But things have passed. those children that you are now claiming fatherhood at the graveside, táwọn ọmọ yóò bá ṣe é dùn rí àbí tí ò wò wọ́n láwòye àbí kí nǹkan ti ṣe ọ̀tá àwọn ọmọ yẹn tí nǹkan kò dẹ̀ ní ṣe àwọn ọmọ yẹn lágbára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ṣe máa wà proud láti sọ pé fẹ́ claim àwọn ọmọ. You have succeeded in turning that event about your own selfish fatherhood claiming. Like I said, I let some days go by before I decided to talk about this. It was the wrongest timing. You should have let those children have their personal time, their quiet time, their same time, seeing their mother for the last time and turning back home. The only thing you owe them from that point was, I'm just coming to check on you, or your father just asked me to call you, or you send them messages. It is not a time for discussion at all. Ṣé dáadáa Yorùbá dẹ̀ ni? And what you were now even saying was that your mother did not allow me to see you. Even kó jẹ́ pé ọ̀tá ìyá wọn jẹ́ àjẹ́, which is not in Jesus' name. I'm just giving an illustration that, okay, she was a bad woman. Not at that time. Children with the only parents that they know, that they've lived with, that has taken care of them, a parent that was sick for 2 years, and there's no mention of you showing face. As at this moment, I don't know if there's any discussion along that line afterwards. And the only thing you can tell is those children to say, your mother didn't allow me see you. Yeah, when I wanted to see you, they took police. Ọ̀gá, ẹ̀yin àti sister yín yẹn, especially sister yín yẹn, ó yẹ kán yí 14 jọ yẹn ni. Ó yẹ kán yí sister yín yẹn. Kán yí, ó dà pé wọn náwọn èèyàn tó bóyá shock ṣì wà lára everybody ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Tó bá pa àwọn family kan lẹ bá dán nǹkan tẹ dánwò ńjọ́ yẹn, ẹ ní farare lọ. Wọ́n á lu woman yẹn black and blue ni. Wọ́n máa lù black and blue. Kó jẹ́ àwọn family tó yẹ pé wọ́n sán lórí, tí wọ́n gbádùn. Ẹnu tó fi ń sọ, your father loves you. You're vexing a child whose mental health was in shambles. And you're still stressing him out. Ìkàlẹ́ṣe yẹn o. Ìkàlẹ́ṣe o. You should have let those children have their moments with their mom. Whatever you now want to do as explanation, their mom is gone. You have forever to do the explanation. You have forever to now want to come back to your children's life, not at that graveside. Like I said, I know he has gone to a platform to talk about what happened in the marriage, which we might talk about later, but that is not the bone of contention. It is what happened at that graveside. Whatever has happened, a man and a woman, you got married to her legally, whateverly, kinikanly, and you had 2 children. Obìnrin tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́ èèyàn lọ, will not bímọ fún yàn. Obìnrin tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́ èèyàn lọ, ó bí kìíní, ó tún bí kejì. Kò sóbìnrin tó máa fẹ́ ṣerú ẹ̀. Bó mọ̀ pé o love yàn, ó wá bí méjì. This is 2026. Ojú ti là. And unfortunately, this woman that you are calling names or you're sharing secrets, she's not here to defend herself. She's gone. Tára ọmọ yín bá ta yín, if your concubinity head, tó bá yẹ kó ta yín, you should have fought when she was alive to have your children or to have a stake in their lives, not when she's gone, and not at the graveside. Nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe yẹn, èèwọ̀ ní ń bò mí o. And for anybody who has common sense, tó ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run, even if she was the worst wife in the world or the worst mother to her children, which she's not, you will let her have a peaceful time, letting her children see that last moment of being lowered into the grave, covering her up, and the children taking exit. Ẹ wá ní kán gbé fóònù fáwọn ọmọ. ẹ̀yin jẹ́ president of the United Nations àbí nǹkan kan tẹ́ pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fẹ́ dákú. It is very wrong o. It is very wrong. It was not a good time. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn, those children on that day were sore. Wọ́n bíi pé kéèyàn ní fresh wound. Kẹ́ wá mú fresh wound yẹn jọ yẹn, kẹ́ wá máa fi nǹkan gún fresh wound wọn, kẹ́ máa fi gún. That was what you did that day. It is wickedness of the highest order. Wickedness of the highest order. You see that I'm repeating it. That woman that was shouting, Aburo Baba one, I was shouting that your father loves you, madam. Ó yẹ kó fún yín ní ìgbà tí bí mẹ́fà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tó gbóná gidi. I don't care about what happened at this point, this particular podcast. It's not about what Bumi did to her late Bumi did to her husband. No. It is the fact that action of yours, insisting for the children to speak with a father that they are not in sync with, at that sacred moment yẹn ò lè padà àmọ́ láyé wọn. Moment yẹn, they can never have it again in their entire life. You now spoiled that moment and you were hitting them at their pain points. How wicked can people be? That alone has even shown the kind of psychological setup of that man. Like I said, whatever he has said on a platform, we'll come back to that one later. That moment was for those children to give their mother a last respect. Ọmọ ọdún mélòó làwọn ọmọ yẹn? Bóyá ló ti wọ 21. Bóyá ló ti wọ 21. Ẹ pọnmi orí lọ tán. Ọkùnrin tó bá ní strength tó fẹ́ béèrè ọmọ, ò ní jẹ́ kó mọ́ dàgbà tó yẹn kó tó di ìwé sádùúgbò pé ẹ bá mi gbọ́mọ mi. Kò ń ṣègbà tí woman yẹn wá kú tán tóun ò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Everything you said after that burial, everything you said, there is nobody that can defend it like the late woman, and she's gone. And let us remember that place that woman is in right now, every one of us are going. Nobody is going to escape this life alive. Everybody is going there. That 6 feet is a sure banker. In fact, it's the surest thing for every living soul. And you cannot give her that 10 minutes respect for them to do the last respect to their mother and turn around. Yes, thank you, Madam Lola. Oh, yes, he just stole the spotlight. He did. That is a narcissistic behavior. I don't know how best to. I want to still sound respectful to the man, but honestly, they will tell you what you did there was trash. For those children, whatever issues you had, right? The first layer is that woman you had it with, and she's gone. Gbogbo ẹjọ́ tẹ̀ ń rò ń sìn yìí, ẹ máa ro èyí tó dùn mọ̀ràn ìmọ̀ràn yín ni. Ta ló máa fún lọ́kọ́ tí ò ní rò mọ́ra ẹ̀ nígbà tí ò sẹ́ni tó ẹni tẹ́jọ́ ṣe kò sí mọ́. Ikú Bọ́lá jẹ́. Ikú Bọ́lá jẹ́. Ikú Bọ́lá jẹ́. Ikú Bọ́lá jẹ́. Ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka kú fọ́tàyọ̀. What you did to those children, and you see something, a lot of men, like before I say this, I'm going to give due respect to responsible men because gbọ́dọ̀ kó yín papọ̀. Gbọ́dọ̀ kó yín papọ̀. Àwọn ọkọ alálùbáríkà bàbá gidi wọ́n pọ̀. Sórí ẹ̀yin oníwọ̀nranwọ̀nran kan náà ẹ pọ̀ láyé tiyín. So àti fáwọn responsible men ní regard wọn, a fẹ́ kìbọ̀ ẹ̀yin irresponsible lára. So ẹni tí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń bọ́ bá fẹ́ sọ àìsàn ọkùnrin tó bá ta ẹ́ lára, definitely irresponsible lè ń lò wá. A lot of men will end up being miserable at the end of their lives. A lot of irresponsible deadbeat men. You see that your macho that makes you a man, that you didn't use your common sense, emotional intelligence, family connection, or law to make sure you have access to your children. And you now wait till those children are able to know. We always assume that children don't know. That's the most stupid thing an adult can ever think about. A child knows. It's not even all the things we mothers tell the children. They know. Some conversations that we even have, some we don't know the children hear. Some we don't know they're able to process. They're not able to process. But some they are able to know. But that is the wicked one. They know. Even for our 10 years I no see mommy, that the father is the one taking care of them. They will find out by themselves, regardless of what we tell them. But my bone of contention now is, you see those moments you stole for those children? No, their mother have given them she has given them her all. That's what a good mother would do. She has given them. The child said that my mom gives us everything. She makes me feel special. You see that feeling that Bunmi has made her children know that, yes, you're my special children. And even when the Jomiloju was saying, Mommy, don't worry, I'll take care of your son, Bobby. Sometimes you see children that are raised in, for example, in a single mother or single father home, they are better off than the father and the mother together in toxic setting. Yes, they might not forgive him. They might not. You stole the spotlight from them. Let me use the word of Madame Lola here. You stole it from them. You took the special moment, the last special moment that represent their mom. You took it from them. How mean can you be? How senseless? Without apology. That action was senseless. And when your married be shawon kokon. Oh, leba family me try say. Oh my God. That woman town ron shorun. Tomo yen pariwo te yin ron shorun. Agbaya ni. Is that how to claim fatherhood? Are you going to force fatherhood on those children? Are you guys drunk? Do you force fatherhood on a child? Wala wa. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But honestly, I'll go and take my time to watch the platform where he now decided to say what has transpired between him and his wife. But honestly, could think of the first months into okay, the worst you can say is that she's a shewu. Abi kí ló tún kù tó máa sọ pé obìnrin ṣe? Abi is that she's a shewu. So if she's a shewu and she's able to raise those two children, táwọn ọmọ yẹn rí bọ̀kùà tára wọn fresh tó ń look tó ń sọ òyìnbó tó òyìnbó dùn lẹ́nu wọn tó ṣe é rí. Ọ̀gá, ó yẹ kẹ́ gbé bà fóbìnrin yẹn ni o. Ó yẹ kẹ́ gbé bà fóbìnrin yẹn kó ṣánkù. Ó bímọ sáyé, ó dẹ̀ tọ́ wọn dáàrin. Her values, her principle, her name, what she stands for, she has passed it into those children. Kọ́lọ́run ọba má dà wọ́n nírìn àjò rú. Torí òkú ọlọ́mọ kì í sùn. Ìgbà míì, nígbà tọ́kọ bá ti sá lọ àbí tọ́kọ ò responsible àbí tó ti fẹ́ gbẹ̀míyàn. You see, this is not the age that women will now be shamed for. You know, everything is case by case. Having a typical Nigerian woman, after kusile okoni, I don't want my marriage to break. I want to fast. I want to pray. Any spirits against my marriage. Obìnrin mi gan kò rántí gbàdúrà fún ara ayé ara ẹ̀ mọ́. It's about my husband. My husband should have money. We should have. Lagba lapo, lagba from kí ló ń pe kíní. Lagba gbọ́múlé lantern. Ká ìṣòro ọkọ má bàa tú. Kíní kan. We will cover and cover and cover until tẹ́mi bá ti fẹ́ jábọ́. That is when you find a Nigerian woman saying, èmi mi ò gbé mọ́. Because we were raised to keep our homes. Which is something that àwọn Gen Z tá à ń tọ́ ń sìn wọn ráyè nonsense yẹn. You do nonsense, they are over. Àwọn wọn wáyé wá jìyà. Àwa millennials àti bá jí àti jàyà yẹn sẹ́yìn. Àwọn eléyìí àwọn Gen Z wà wáyé wá jìyà. Èyí tó bá gbóòórùn ìyà gan lásán kó tó sniff ẹ̀ tán ó ti gbẹ́rù ẹ̀. We cannot exactly train our own children the way our parents trained us. Our own was about lọ sí school, ṣe JAMB, lọ university, parí course ẹ, tó bá fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe báyìí, bá ti ṣe NYSC báyìí, kó mọ́kọ wálé. Nísìn, ọ̀gbẹ́ni, you finish your school, go and do certification, open a business, empower yourself. Là ń kọ sí wọn lẹ́yìn you, I don't know what you want to prove. That your method is archaic. You want to prove that your method is archaic, is inhumane, is insensitive, and is shameful. You should have let those children have that special moment of goodbye with their mom without your intrusive and narcissistic behavior for the world to see. That is so negative to the psyche of those two children. A society that will grow and function is a society that is after taking care of our children physically and mentally. Fẹ́rẹ́kẹ́ ló òyìnbó lẹ́wà, wọ́n lè fọlọ́pàá gbé yín àti woman tó ń pariwo ń bẹ̀ yẹn. She doesn't look like a young person, so I don't know what came into her. Madam, ṣé dáadáa o. Tẹ́ bá láwọn ọmọ ńlé, ó yẹ káwọn ọmọ yín gan sọ fún yín pé mommy, that was a show of shame. You should have let those children be. Let them have their last moments with their home. You have forever. Your brother, their father, have forever to prove himself to the children. Not at that moment. Irú animalistic behavior wo nìyẹn? Kí là ń bá ká gan? Kí là ń bá ká? Especially àwa Yorùbá ń sá máa wà bí ẹn pọ́pọ́lọ́ wa, ó ti stood down. Àdẹ̀rẹ̀ àwa la ń láṣà, àwa la ní ṣe, àwa la ní respect, àwa la mọ ètò, àdẹ̀ ń ṣe yàmàyàmà. I'm Yoruba, so I can say it with my full chest. If we do something nonsense, we'll talk to each other. I'm not saying whatever happened between her and here, ọkọ àti ìyàwó ni wọ́n anything lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọkọ àti ìyàwó. A máa ṣe yẹn next podcast. Graveside yẹn là ń hámà lé lórí. It's wrong. Please, let's set our priorities right. Let's not do things like we are not mentally okay. Because mi ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ rí. Mi rò pé any movie script kan wà gan tó ti ṣe irú nǹkan yamayama bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. It's unheard of. Let those children mourn their mom. Let them grieve their mom. You have forever to prove your fatherhood to the children and rebuild your relationship with them if they allow you to. Because ọmọ òde òní wọn wà all right. And that's why some irresponsible men that did not fight for their children when they are supposed to, and they went AWOL, and they will now think that they can just come back in one day and erase those years of absence. They play. They play. This is not the millennial age. Àwọn ọmọ adé òun sí wọn wà okay. When they see when you are doing balabala as a parent, they know where to wait for you. And when they see that you are the parent that stayed, you nurtured, you provided, you were there, you show them love and care, they will go the mile for you. They will choose a field, make a success out of it, and take care of you to the teeth. Later, máa sọ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ sọmọ lẹ́nu. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀n òrìn dín bàtà wà gan wà kékeré àárín dín. Báwọn parents bá ṣe raise àwa tó pẹ̀lú bẹ̀rù. We were not reading. We were seeing what daddy was doing. We were seeing what mommy was doing. Regardless of what mommy tells us or what daddy tells us, we knew, we were seeing, we were hearing, we could perceive as well. Children are not dumb. They were not dumb. We are not dumb. They know. So, to Mr. Tipa Fatherhood and his sister, ṣé dáadáa. Kò dá nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ́run jẹ́ kán dáríjì yín o. It's not right. What is not right is not right. We don't pamper nonsense here. We don't pamper nonsense here. So wọ́n fọlọ́pàá gbé yín yẹn. Like I said, when I watched the full program of him narrating what happened, we could come back to analyze that. But for that moment you took from those children, you didn't do well. But what can we say? May God be with them. Only òkú ọlọ́mọ kìí sùn. By God's grace, those children, wọ́n á dirun wọ́n á digba láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀rọ aláàánú lọ́tún lósì. Ọkàn yín á balẹ̀. ẹ̀ní àwọn tó máa fi yín làkàlàkà. Àánú á dìde fún yín níbi tẹ́ ẹ rò tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Standard tí ìyá yín ti create fún yín tó rán yín lọ sí school gidi tẹ́ ṣe rí. Standard yín ò jábọ́. Gbogbo àwọn abiyamọ ayé a gbàdúrà fún yín lónìí. Páyé yín máa da. Ìdẹ̀ra máa bá yín. Ayé ò ní lé mọ́ yín. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní lé mọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa náà. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you, Madam Lola Lau, for dropping your comments. Really appreciate you. Thank you also on Facebook. We'll see you in the next video. Ire o.